So I'm doing part two of the James Dean collection that I have. And as you can see, there's a whole assortment of DVDs that I've been collecting over the years. I'm going to start first with James Dean, The Fast Lane, which is from country boy to Hollywood legend in 1,074 days. A two-disc collector's set includes rarely seen footage. Now, this is all his TV stuff. We have on here, let me see, episodes of Armstrong's Circle Theater, Campbell Soundstage Family Theater, General Electric Theater, Kraft Television Theater, Tales of Tomorrow, and Westinghouse Studio One, and movie trailers from Fixed Bayonets, 1951. Has anyone seen My Gal, 1952, which I have seen. Rebel Without a Cause, 1955. East of Eden, 1955. And Giant, 1956. And a special bonus with biography full film award-winning director Robert Altman, The James Dean Story, which I will be getting to in a while here. Personal interviews with Dean's family and friends. Now, this is a pretty good set. I would recommend to get this set more than before the other ones because it has more of the same kind of stuff, but a little bit more than the other DVDs have. And I do like how you see Dean before he became famous too. Even as his commercial on it, the commercial where he's promoting the soda and Coke and Coca-Cola, and he's dancing with the rest of the kids. So yeah, definitely pick that one up. Next on our list is East of Eden. Now, this is a pretty good film. He's pretty much ad-libbed in it, mostly. Let me turn this around. And as you can see, it has a theatrical trailer, 50th anniversary documentary on East of Eden, vintage documentary Forever James Dean, additional scenes, the same documentary that I showed before, costume production design tests and additional scenes, screen tests, his addition characters, And this is pretty good. It's a good movie. I think this is the only movie he saw when he was alive. And it's pretty amazing to see him work like he did. Next one is James Dean, Rebel Without a Cause. Now, this is one of my favorite movies. Of course, I love all his films, of course. But this one has a very unique thing about it. This is the one film of James Dean's that I saw on 35 millimeter, which was kind of rare at the time because it was in the 90s. And I saw it at the Crest Theater back in the day. And this has restored picture audio elements, commentary by Douglas L. Rugred, author of The Making of Rebel Without a Cause, theatrical trailer, 50th anniversary documentary, vintage documentary, James Dean Remembered, additional scenes without sound, new segment from the Warner Brothers Presents TV series, including Dean's famous Drive Safety commercial TV spot, which is also on the James Dean's Fast Lane. So I will definitely go get that if you are a big James Dean nut like I am. Now, the next one is Giant. His last film, the one he finished but didn't finish. They had to do the voiceover work before, after he died. It has Elizabeth Taylor, Rock Hudson, James Dean, a George Stevens production. And special features on this is commentary by critic Stephen Fraser, song screenwriter Moffat, and George Stevens Jr., introduction by George Stevens Jr., documentary George Stevens, filmmaker in Newham. Two documentary looks at the Mario legacy, Memories of Giant, Return to Giant, New York premiere TV special, Hollywood premiere featurette, Behind the Camera, snapshots, original reissue theatrical trailers, executive produced production notes, and stills and documents galleries. Now, out of those movies, this one is very interesting too. It shows this shows his old makeup that he had, that everybody was talking about, that kind of was coming off, and I think he was even showing it around when he would go out and have a coffee or donut or something with the old makeup. But yeah, Giant is probably one of those great films from George Stevens, and I still want to go to Texas and see the old set, and also maybe the hotel someday. I would love to see that. And James Dean is a unique actor, I think. Now next is the film that was made right after he died. I think it was the first real biopic of him, and it was the James Dean story, directed by Robert Altman. You may remember him as being a big-time director back in the day. I think he had his hits, and I think he was also an actor too. So if you remember Miracle on 34th Street, he was on that. He played the Santa Claus in that. I think it was. No, that was Attenborough. Excuse me. Wrong director. Altman was a very cool guy to watch, and this was really one of his first films. It's a documentary, and it pretty much goes through his life and who he was and what he was all about. It even shows rare clips of him talking to his grandfather, Cal, and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely a great documentary. If you're a big James Dean nut like I am, you should definitely check these out and put these in your collection. Next James Dean video, which will be part 3, will be the biopics that people have done in the past. I think a lot of the biopics, some were accurate, some were kind of weird iffies, of what could have happened. But I like all of them in some way or another. I think they all had kind of weird perspectives of James Dean's life. I think my favorite one out of the James Dean biopics has to be the James Franco one, James Dean. But I liked all of them. So Christian Maurice Gant of Buckaroo Brothers Productions signing off for now, and I'll talk to you guys later.